you're talking about love and showing love and being love and
Yes.
showing up, you can see that in you. I can see that in you. I want to know what you're going to say next. It's very comforting to talk to you. How do you relate that via text? How do you do that online?
We need to, first, I think the brand of Talkspace, when I see the commercial or whether I see it online, it's saying someone is always there. Like if you need somebody and the person is texting in a field with their iPhone, then somebody is there, somebody cares. So even the brand is saying almost the same thing as I'm saying, is that there's somebody there. We're not judging you. Come as you are. If you're depressed, whatever it is, there's somebody as close as your phone that's going to give you unconditional love. In other words, we're not here to judge you and say you're right or wrong for thinking that way. We're saying, tell me more. What is that? Oh yeah, okay, I understand. It's really the same type of concept that I'm talking about.
And you said, tell me more.
Yes.
Is that some of the things that you say to your clients? You're trying to type out and convey that warmth over text. Do you often find yourself saying, tell me more?
I do. And I also turn to audio a lot because I know that my voice and the way I say things would be a lot more comforting than text. It just gives the depth of the voice and the pauses and everything that I need to convey through the audio. So I know that I use audio more than text, but I'm always wanting them to know that I understand. Because one of the things that I always used to say when I was dealing with trauma is I'm not here to fix, I'm here to understand. If I understand you, if I accept you, even when you've got mud all over you, that's transformational.
What has been rewarding for you here at Talkspace?
At Talkspace. I think what's rewarding is when you, and that's probably not just in Talkspace, but in life, when you say something that's really coming from your heart because you've done the work, and you say something and it's coming from the heart, and you just let it land, and then they get it. Oh, wow, you actually, and I'm always surprised. I'm like, wow, you actually got what I said. Just like when we had our first conversation, Amy, and it's like, oh, wow, kindred spirit. Oh, nice.
Yes. On and on for days, right? That connection.
Yes.
That feeling of, I see you because I
yes.
feel similar.
Yes. I love that. So when that happens on Talkspace, that's enjoyable.
That made me think, as you were talking about that's something for all of us to keep in mind, what you just said, also with that setting intention. So how we enter a room, be it virtual or real.
Yes.
And then as we're responding back, if we're not focused on, oh my gosh, that person's really upset, how can I make them feel better? But rather about, oh, this is my experience of that. This is what I'm hearing you saying. This is what I'm thinking and feeling in the moment. And that switch helps in face-to-face, but it also helps a lot here because it helps articulate and slow down and connect.
That's right.
With just words.
That's right. I was at a conference not too long ago, and I said to the audience, because I was talking about vibration and energy and how we show up, and I asked the audience, I said, how many of you are fixers? And everybody's hand went up. And I said, oh, okay, I'm not talking about fixing anything. I'm talking about being, coming from being place. Here's another example.
Oh, right.
And here's another example. I was asked to write a foreword on a book. And it was about kids and recovery from trauma. And at the end, I said, remember that you are love. And I signed my name. And when the book was printed, the person gave me a copy, and I looked at the foreword, and she thought it was a typo. She said, you are loved. So she was saying that you're loved, meaning that the love was coming from outside of you in, and I didn't mean it that way. I said, no, you are love.
Right. It's so interesting how you put those words and what people gather from.
Yes.
We automatically read what we are thinking and our stuff on somebody else's. Mm-hmm. And that's a really great example of that. And to go back and to continue to, again, show up and really receive what somebody else is giving you. You have to come pretty prepared and not with your own things getting in the way of how you're reading it.
And so that's why it's so important to do the work within, because the change agent is you, but it's not based on your dissertation of love. It is based on you vibrating that out so that they can see that is who they are.
It's so simple and yet so incredibly powerful.
The I am solution.
The I am solution. I am. That's right.
Yes.
What a great tie-up. Oh, Dr. Karmen Smith, it has been a true pleasure. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. Thank you for sharing yourself with our entire community, who is all going to benefit from hearing you speak.
Well, I am so honored to be here and to be a part of Talkspace. And thank you so much for the interview and the wonderful questions and the connection. Peace and blessings.